Hi guys. I'm so excited for this year. I have so many updates for you guys, but this year is about motion, okay? I know that for a lot of you in this collective, in this shared collective that we inhabit, have been dealing with feeling like there has either been setback after setback and or stagnancy, okay? Things that like looked like stagnancy, okay? I want you to pay close attention to what it is that you learned in 2025, okay? There was a lot of hardship in that year, but it's like a very, very beautiful thing in that those hardships created experience, knowledge, and things that are going to help propel you forward in the year of 2026. Things that will allow you to access that highest and greatest version of yourself, okay? I am so excited. Like, I feel like I've been hibernating a little bit. Every winter season, I'm low-key a little bit of like a bear type of vibe where I hibernate. I eat probably a little too much than I should, but hey, it's the holidays. There's yummy stuff. It's okay. But it's like my body likes to go into conservation mode. And that is something that I want you to know is not something to be ashamed of, okay? Like, we are truly so aligned with the earth, and we all forget that we are of the earth. We're not like, we are from here, okay? We are like all of the other animals and plants and things that have adapted here. We are a natural part of this earth, which means that it's only natural that we kind of ebb and flow with the seasons, okay? You're gonna see things like a little bit of more weight gain in the winter months, potentially. You're going to see a lot more inner reflection. You're going to see a slowdown. You're also going to see a clearing where the remainder of things that need to die will. But the thing that's kind of like crazy about winter, right, is that everything dies, whether or not it's good or bad for like a tree per se, okay? Like, it loses all of its leaves. It doesn't necessarily, like, the tree is still alive, but it goes into this like conservation effort, and everything that is on that tree kind of like dies, right? You know what I mean? Regardless of if it's good or not for the tree. And simultaneously, the things that are bad for the tree die. And it's almost like a reset, rebirth when we enter into spring. That is the cycle, okay? So this year, you guys, I really do believe it's not just even this year, but specifically within winters, I'm very, very invested in and interested in winter in general, because it is such an important part of our lives, okay? In every symbolic aspect, in every single manifestation of winter that exists, there's other things that are like inner winters and that outer winter. Sleep is a really great example of what can be considered winter, okay? It's a time of going back into oneself and rejuvenating. We spend half of our life sleeping, right? Like, not half. That's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean? Like, we spend a lot of time sleeping. It's, if you're doing a good job with your sleep, 8 hours a day, right? And we have 24-hour days. So that is like a third of our life that you're sleeping, okay? And there's a reason that that's so important and pivotal. It's the same thing as the winter. The winter exists for, let's say, 3 months, 4 months out of the year, especially in Utah. That's a third of the year, right? So our existence is about a third of the time in winter. And so you don't need to be upset with yourself. You need to embrace this inner winter, the outer winter, align yourself and realize, like, okay, this too shall pass. How can I integrate this in the best possible way? How can I use it to my advantage? What are the benefits of winter? I used to be someone who hated winter. I hated being cold. I love summer, but I hated being cold. This is the time to reflect. This is the time to get rid of what no longer serves you. This is the time to really set yourself up into the becoming that you will see in spring and into summer. Summer is that pop out time, right? Summer is where you get to see, sorry, it's a little bit dusty, busty, musty. Hold on. Is that better? We'll see. We'll clean it next time. But yeah, summer is going to be a pop out time, okay? Because it just naturally is. If you're aligned and all those things, like summer, it gives that essence. It's a reflection of the energy that the earth is experiencing at that time. It's very much a time of the expression of self, just like the sun in astrology and stuff. It represents like your inner self, like basically the center of your universe or whatever. Summer is the point where it's the hottest, where things are heating up, and where your self-image, I do believe, is going to be like skyrocketed. You'll get more visible, all these different things in whatever it is that you're doing, okay? But these months beforehand like are very, very important, and they're going to build the foundation that's going to allow and create that kind of like pop out feeling of that embodiment, okay? So don't just like wait and hope for the brighter days. Remember that these darker and slower and colder days are just naturally going to exist. They are 30% of your life are going to feel like sleep, rejuvenation, relaxation, and reflection, inner growth, clearing, all those things. Like that is going to be part of your life. It's never going to stop being part of your life. So learn how to use it. Learn more about what it is, what it means, what it embodies, what it means for you, what it can do for you, okay? Because it can truly change your life. Like the same way how when we sleep, we have our dreams, and those are times for like, honestly, self-reflection into our subconscious. I believe that like winter seasonally, okay, is a time for us to go internally. It's an as above, so below type of thing. Like if we're seeing external winter, then go internally, go deeper, the same way how dreams go deeper than your conscious and go deep into your subconscious. Go deeper in this winter time into your conscious self, into that internal self, to figure out what it is that you need to do to succeed in this season, because you know, and you've learned so much over the last year that you're going to be able to utilize this year, like so much. And this year is again the year of the horse. It officially starts, I believe, at the end of January to into the beginning of February. And this year is about motion, okay? Last year was clearing, ending of cycles. And this year is, numerology talks about how it's the year of the 1, but then some people also talk about how it's also the year of the 10. So it's kind of like giving completion meets new beginning, okay? It's going to be something that truly is where you are going to be able to see this new reality like manifesting itself into your future physically. And what I need you to remember is you have already as well. Like, even though last year might have been a tough year, like there were so many manifestations that did come to pass, okay? I need you to really take the time to reflect and find gratitude for all of the positive things that have happened to you, for all the places where things have gone right, okay? Because if you can live in that energy, then all of the things, it's basically like you're tuning into the reality that you desire by living in that energy, okay? I saw something the other day, and I'll end with this, but it was talking about how in order to manifest the reality you desire, think about the reality you desire first. Second, think about the feelings that reality makes you feel, okay? Like what will you feel like when you have the reality you desire? Think of 3 emotions that you will feel. Like, let's say it's peace and love and happiness, okay? The hack to get those things that you desire is not to wait until you have those things to feel those feelings, but to find a way to feel those feelings now, so that then it's like you've tuned into that energy, and those manifestations will just naturally come to you because you resonate with them. So that is all I have for you today. I'm super excited for this year. I always say that, but I'm like very excited. And I'm very grateful for all of you that are still watching. I can't thank you enough. I know it's been a while since I was consistent, but this year is about discipline, consistency, and being the person that you know you can be. Like, you owe it to yourself, okay? Have the self-respect. And again, discipline is about being a disciple to your own word. So have that type of belief in yourself where you give yourself nothing but the best of what you know you're capable of, okay? Thank you. I love you guys so much. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.